Und die Aufzeichnung läuft. So, schreibt mal alle fett in the chat. Calvin, we are ready for you, okay? Schreibt alle in the chat. Calvin, we are ready
for
you.
What up? I'm here. I'm here. Sorry. Had to get my Zen shake on, man. Come on.
Okay. Love it. Thank you very much, bro, that you took some time for us, for the team here in Switzerland and in Germany. Those are all the leaders and the main ticket holders for the virtual event with Eric Worre, GoPro. And I introduced you already where you came from, what you built it. And bro, it's an honor to have you here today in our call for all the ticket holder for this event. I know you are super busy, and bro, you know what we love about you? You are building this business like day one. And when I think about the name role model, it comes with Calvin Becerra, okay? Because you are.
If I were to show you my calendar of what I do every single day, of every single week, of every single month, like I'm nonstop, man. I know that I have an incredible lifestyle, but it doesn't stop. You know, I want to be the example for everybody. I don't have to stop if I don't want to. I love what I do.
Nice. And this is what we feel about you, and this is what we see all day. I mean, you are building your dream house, and sometimes I get some sneak peeks on Instagram, and I'm like, oh man, one day I will have the same thing. And you are a true inspiration for everyone in this call, and we are super excited. The people in this call know we don't want to interrupt your flow, so take your time, all in English, and after this call I will translate everything in German. So Calvin, short introduction from you. Where do you came from? And the people know, I mean, listen, the people are crazy about you. They know that when you joined network marketing, they know that not even in a year you made your first $1 million in commission. And why? Because I know your story. I know this is all hard work. Would you please share with us your story for the beginning?
Yeah, it's hard work actually mixed with a lot of failure, okay? So failure is the key ingredient to my success. That's where I learned everything. I didn't learn everything by just doing everything right from the beginning. All of my failures taught me how to do this business the right way. So I'll get into my story. Thank you so much, Kevin, Koss, for supporting the team the way you guys do. I see Katya on here. I see all of my friends that I've made over the years. I see many of your guys' faces on here. So I love seeing you guys on here. A lot of new faces as well, which I'm excited about. So for those of you that don't know me and who've never met me, I hope to meet you guys soon once all this COVID stuff is over. Can't wait to jump on planes and travel and meet you guys. But my name is Calvin Becerra. I'm a double diamond director here at Jeunesse Global. I've been here for almost 7 years now. It seems like time has just flown by like crazy. I'm 39 years old. I started network marketing when I was 25 years old, and it feels like yesterday. I could still remember my neighbor sharing with me the concept of network marketing and trying to get me to go to a meeting for 3 weeks. And I was trying to avoid this guy at all costs because I didn't know what he sold or what his business was. I had what I did already in my life. I didn't want anything else. And he stayed persistent with me. And I finally went to a meeting and said yes. And my life is forever changed because of it. So I'm so grateful for that man's persistence and getting me to see what he saw in this type of business model. But, you know, yes, I'm very successful. I'm a double diamond in the company. I have, man, I don't know how many diamonds that exist in my business, maybe close to 40 diamonds, double diamonds, a triple diamond now, which is crazy. It seems like every month there are new diamonds popping up, but I think it's because our team has matured now, okay? At the very beginning of us growing a team, we were all brand new in network marketing, trying to learn and grow together. We all failed together. Most people who fail quit. They don't give themselves another chance to get back up and learn from their failures, to get better in the business. Most people quit when they fail, okay? They're afraid of failure. The people who succeed in this business are the ones who are willing to fail, okay? That's the result of someone who is successful. It's a person who was willing to fail. And I call it failing forward, okay? You have to be willing to fail forward in this business. But, you know, when I was brand new in this, I was 25 years old. And let me tell you guys this, that I didn't grow up in a household with parents who were entrepreneurs. No one in my family was a business owner. No one in my family made an incredible amount of money. I grew up very, very poor with my mom. My father did not live in my home. They were divorced. My twin brother, my sister, we grew up really poor. And, you know, at 8 years old, I started working. That's when I developed a work ethic. Most people in their life, do not start developing a work ethic at 8 years old. Okay. They start developing a work ethic at 18 years old, at 28 years old. Some people after 30 when they finally move out of their mommy and daddy's house. Okay. But for me, I'm just telling you the truth. At 8 years old, my brother and I started working in the neighborhoods to earn money to help my mom pay the bills, to keep the lights on, to keep the water hot, to keep the gas on so she could cook. Okay. We started understanding the value of hard work and what it can provide for a family when we were 8. Okay. Imagine any of you who have children. I have 4 children. At 8 years old, they're not working. They're playing in the home. Okay. They're playing with their friends. They're going to school. They get to be children. For me, it wasn't that way. And that's a big reason of why I am the person I am today. That's a big reason why I became a millionaire in my early 20s, even before network marketing. Okay. But it's because I started my work ethic a lot earlier than most people do in their life. Okay. And some people never start a work ethic in their life at all. I started early. When I was 15 years old, my dream was to go to a university, be the first one in my family to ever go to college. I wanted to make that dream come true for my mom. Okay. And I knew that if we wanted to go to a good university, we would have to go to a good high school, a secondary school, right? Grades 9 through 12. I was 15 years old. We lived in the poorest neighborhoods, but 2 hours away from where I lived was a private all boys Catholic high school. Okay. That had a very good education system. And if I did well at that school, I could go to a good university. Except that school cost a lot of money, and that's where all the rich kids went. I was the poor kid. I had to take the bus and the train 2 hours to get to school every single day in a commute. I took a test at that school one summer when I was 15 years old, and me and my brother got accepted into that private school. My mom couldn't afford to send us there, but my brother and I said, we're going to work. We're going to pay our own way to go to high school. And we worked 3 jobs a day, you guys, every single day. 15, 16, 17, and 18 years old. 3 jobs a day. We were janitors in the early morning, scrubbing toilets and cleaning office buildings. We go to school, go to our sports practice because we played football, wrestling, track, baseball. We played every sport. After our sports practice, we would run all the way to the petrol station, to the gas station where we worked, and we were shop boys, okay? We changed oil, we fixed flat tires, we helped pump gas, we cleaned up the shop after all the mechanics left. And then after that, we weren't done. We went to a restaurant called Applebee's Restaurant where we were hosts, where we'd greet people and sit them at the tables, okay, and bring them their food. And at 11 o'clock at night, our night was over, and we'd run all the way to the last train to catch home. Probably, I'm going to tell you this, Kevin, good, like 2 or 3 nights a week when we'd run to catch that last train, if our boss didn't let us go home on time, we'd miss the train. So what would we do? We'd run back to the gas station where we worked at, our second job, and we'd sleep in the bathroom 2 to 3 nights a week. We hid a key outside in case we needed to sleep in the bathroom. We always kept this extra a change of clothes in our backpack, okay? And that's how we made it work. Like, no, that story is not to make you feel sorry for me, because I didn't feel sorry for myself. I was so excited that I was able to go to that school, that I was able to be working, that I was able to pay my own way. And because I paid for my own tuition and I worked 3 jobs a day, I treated my school like it was my job. I got perfect grades there. I got straight A's, okay? I sacrificed, that's right, Ricardo. I sacrificed a ton of my teenage years to be able to have the life I have today. I think I put the work in way ahead of time, way early in my life. We graduated from high school at the top of our class. And because we got perfect grades and we were 2 of the best athletes in the US, we received full paid scholarships to go to our university. Our university was free because of all of that, because we worked so hard. We didn't know that would happen. That's what happens when you work hard, you get rewarded for it, okay? So then we realized even more the value of hard work and what it can bring to a person's life. Our school was paid for. We went to one of the top universities in the United States, the University of Southern California. We graduated at the top of our class there, and then we got involved in business. And because I already understood work ethic, I knew that as long as I can learn a successful business, I could be successful because I would work hard at it, okay? So I remember I got involved in real estate and the mortgage banking industry, okay, after I graduated college. I knew nothing about any of that, but I surrounded myself with the successful people that worked in that business. And I listened to how they spoke. I listened to the words they said. I watched them as they spoke to all their clients and as they put their deals together. And after a year, I learned how to do that business. And then I put an action plan in place. And within 2 years, I became a millionaire in that business. Okay. I was 23 years old, 24 years old, 25 years old. I was making $1 million to $2 million a year, year after year. And when I was 25 years old, the economy in the United States crashed. Okay. The economy crashed. I don't know if you guys remember 2007, 2008, the financial markets crashed all around the world. And I lost everything. Okay. It didn't matter how successful I was. The economy was done. Okay. And nobody wanted to buy homes anymore. People were losing their homes. No one needed to borrow money from the banks because there was no money to give out from the banks at all. And I lost everything. And it was about that time. That was a moment of crisis in my life. It was a big moment of crisis. I was scared. I knew that my business was gone, but I also knew that my work ethic, nobody could take from me. I just needed to find something else. Okay. And I remember a neighbor of mine who lived next door to me introduced himself to me. He told me about what he did for a living. He also shared a similar story to me in that his business was going down because of the economy. But he also told me a new business he had just started 9 weeks ago that his friend had introduced him to in the network marketing business, direct sales. I didn't know what that business was. I had no idea what it was. And although he told me about his business, I still didn't understand what it was. And he was just planting a seed for me that day. And he said, hey, one day when I get time, I'll share more of it with you. And I was like, okay, great. That'd be great. And I remember going home that night. A couple of days later, he came and dropped off some product at my home. Okay. And he asked me to use and try the products. And I did for a week. And then when I was over, he came back and asked me how I like those products. And I said, I love them. They're great products. I'll buy more from you, just because I wanted to be nice and just support his business. And he said, hey, I didn't sell that to you. I shared that with you. I want to show you the business behind those products. It can change your life. And the "it can change your life" part of that sentence spoke to me because I needed to change my life at that moment. You know, I needed a life change. And he said, hey, what are you doing on Tuesday night? I want to invite you to a meeting where you can come learn more about the business behind these products, you know? And I didn't really know how the business worked. That wasn't who I was. I was involved in real estate and mortgage banking at that time. And, you know, I told him I'm busy on Tuesday night, maybe another night. Okay. So I really just gave him an excuse. The next week he came back and said, hey, what are you doing on Tuesday night or Thursday night? I gave him more excuses on what I was doing those nights. I really didn't have anything, but I wanted him just to share it with me right then. Like, I didn't want to have to go to a meeting and learn about this stuff. Remember, in 2007, there was no Zoom. There's no Facebook, no Instagram, none of that stuff. Okay. Today, he could have said, Calvin, what are you doing tonight? Just here's a link, jump on the webinar for 30 minutes, and then I'll talk to you later tomorrow. That would have been easier, you know, but getting me to go to a meeting was just a lot at that time. The next week, he stayed persistent again, asked me what I was doing on Tuesday and Thursday night. I told him I was busy, and he finally got smart. He said, all right, well, what are you doing tonight? And I didn't have an excuse ready for him. Okay. And I said, I don't have anything tonight. And he said, okay, hey, come outside your house at 7 o'clock. I'm going to pick you up. I want to show you the business myself. So for the first time in his business, after 9 weeks of him joining, he finally was like, I'm just going to have to do it myself then. I'm not going to rely on the meeting. I'm going to show the plan myself. And that night, he showed me the plan. He didn't show it to me with his own words. He just pressed play on a video of someone else who showed the plan. And I watched the video that night. 15 minutes was all it took. The video was over. And he just said, hey, so how do you want to get started? That's all he had to ask me. And he didn't tell me to think about it. He didn't ask me what I thought about it. He didn't tell me to go home and speak to my wife or whoever, you know. He just said, how do you want to get started? And I said, well, whatever you plan to do in this business. He said he was going to be a millionaire. He was going to be driving a brand new Mercedes. His wife wasn't going to have to work anymore. He had 2 beautiful little girls, and I wanted that same life. You know, I didn't have any family at all at that point. And I said, well, I want to do exactly what you did because I want to end up exactly where you're going. And I remember I joined that night, and that's how I started network marketing. And, you know, when I was brand new in network marketing, I didn't know what to do. My sponsor was brand new. There was no millionaire doing trainings. Okay. There was no upline, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond that I could learn from. It was my neighbor who was new, just like me. Okay. So what did we do? We knew that this business involves talking to people and selling packages. Okay. So we knew we would have to do those things. If you don't think you're going to have to sell anything, if you don't like talking to people, you're in the wrong business. Okay. That's obvious right there. Okay. So if you don't want to do either of those two things, of course, you'll never have success ever. Okay. So you got to sell packages and talk to people. If you don't know how to do that, you can learn. You learn by practicing, you learn by doing. So I knew we would have to do those two things. So I knew I would have to talk to people about the business. I would have to invite people to see the opportunity, the meeting, or to see the video, or to see a live presentation. I would have to go share products with people. I'd have to learn more about the products, okay? Because I would need to answer some questions to people. And so all I did was go out there and just start talking to people. And I knew that the first people I'm going to talk to are my friends and family. That's how everybody's business starts, okay? But I realized very quickly that friends and family are not going to build my business like I thought they were, okay? And I started to have to think like an entrepreneur, okay? Anybody who starts a business anywhere in the world, okay? Any traditional business, okay? The first people they always tell, it doesn't matter what your business is, forget about network marketing. You always tell your friends and family about your business first. You might have a grand opening celebration for your business. You invite your friends and family over for the party so they could see the new office building, so they can learn about your business, okay? Most of your friends and family want your product or service for free, okay? We all know that, all right? But once the party's over, they're gone. They're not coming back to your business. They're not shopping with you. They're not buying from you. You'll never see them again. What does a business owner have to do from that point on after they talk to their friends and family? Every business owner has to market their business. They have to go out into the community. They have to meet new people. They have to share their business, their product, their service. They have to go get involved in local networking groups. They have to meet other business owners. They have to make new friends. They have to find ways to network on purpose all month, every month for a long time, okay? And that's how every business owner grows their business. There's no different way to do it anywhere in the world. It's all the same, okay? So I had to realize that network marketing wasn't just some lottery ticket, wasn't just some magical miracle fairy tale to where I can just sign up my twin brother because he's just like me, and my mom and my dad and my sister and my best friend, and think I'm going to be rich now. Your friends and family are your practice. Your business starts once you're through with them, okay? Then you really show what you're made of. How am I going to meet new people? How am I going to make new friends? How much am I willing to learn about my products, about my business? How many times am I willing to share the plan with new people and practice and get better at that? You know, how much am I willing to, after every failing experience in my business, go back home, identify why I failed today, and then have a plan on how I would do it better next time. Like, that's what a successful entrepreneur does, right? You fail forward and you get better. And we all know with anything in our life, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And eventually it becomes a natural language in your life. Doesn't matter whether it's your job, whether it's a language you speak, or it's a skill that you learn. The more practice, the more it just becomes a habit now. And now it's a normal way of living your life. Like for me, network marketing is a habit now. I naturally can do it the right way. Why? Because I've done it for so long and I've put the hours in. Now, my first couple of years, I was always messing up and making mistakes, and I was learning, but it made me better. Okay. And that's with any business, but that's network marketing. But my first year in network marketing, I just spent as much as I could sharing the plan, sharing the business plan. I mean, Janess offers us a PowerPoint presentation. You can download it. You can remove whatever pages that you don't think you need, keep what you want, and share the plan with people. Share the plan with people. Share the plan with people. You know, that's what I did in my business my very first year. I was trying to share the plan every single day in my business, okay? And I'm going to tell you this. I still had my job that I went to every day. I was 25 years old. I still went to my office every morning from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I showed the plan in the evening time at least once or twice a day, Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, all day I was sharing the plan. I was trying to share the plan 5 or 6 times. Like whenever I could set an appointment, I shared a plan. If I signed up Kevin and Kos, and Katja, and they were on my team, and they said, Calvin, I have someone who wants to learn about the business. I would plan appointments to go share the plan with them. And I was just filling up my calendar with just sharing the plan. And I knew the more I shared the plan, the more people would join me. Not everybody's going to join me from sharing the plan, but I knew that for every 5 people I spoke to, 1 to 2 people would join. I realized that. Okay, so what do I need to do? Speak to 5 more, set up 5 more appointments, set up 5 more appointments to sign up one, 5 more to sign up another one, 5 more to sign up another one. And it started to grow. At some of my appointments, 5, 6, 10 people were there at one appointment. And then I'd enroll like 4 or 5 of them. That was better. But I'm just telling you, the more I shared the plan, the more my team grew. And the more I shared the plan in front of my team, they started to share the plan because they were getting exposed to it. They were listening to it. And they were like, well, Calvin can help me. I'm going to do it myself. I've watched him do it enough. Okay. And I'm just telling you, like, I just shared the plan and I just shared the plan. And in my first year of network marketing, personally, I signed up 37 people. Okay. Now, to be honest with you, as an entrepreneur and as a business person, that's not a lot of people. Imagine owning your own business. Okay. Forget about network marketing, a traditional business where you have a product you're trying to sell. Okay. You have your own. Now, do you think 37 customers is enough? No way. You're going to probably have to get that every month. In network marketing, it's different. Small numbers make you rich in this business. Okay. So I'm just telling you, you just have to put a plan in place. 37 people. That's all. Okay. In 52 weeks told me yes. 37 people. Now, of course, I probably had to speak to 150 or 200 people to get 37 to say yes. But from those 37 people that said yes, of course, not all of them did the business. Not all of them treated it like a business. Not all of them took it seriously. But I learned a lot about how the business works from signing up those 37 people, okay? I learned more from that experience. 1 out of every 10 people I enrolled treated it like a business. 1 out of every 10 showed up on the Zoom. 1 out of every 10 showed the plan. 1 out of every 10 went out and spoke to people and never quit, whether they said yes or they said no. 1 out of 10 people treated the business like a business, okay? I also realized that 5 out of the 10 people would quit within 30, 60, or 90 days. That's normal. I realized that. At first, I became like emotionally discouraged because of it. I'm like, why are these people quitting? But I realized you can't make people want to make money. You can't make people want to work. You can't make people not quit. Most people that quit everything in their life. It's just another thing for them. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. So I realized, do not become emotionally discouraged by anybody else's decision. It wasn't my choice, it was theirs. Remember, focus Calvin on the number. Sponsor 10 to find 1 more. Sponsor 10 to find 1 more. You want 1 more leader? Sponsor 10. So I just stayed on task. I treated it like a business owner does, okay? I also realized that 4 of the 10, okay, the other 4, so 1 treats it like a business, 5 of them quit within 90 days. 4, the other 4, that they're not really here to work hard. They're just here to be with us. They're here to be a part of the community. They love like learning and growing. They love the personal development. They love the community and hanging out and having fun. They love making new friends. They love the product. Okay, 4 people, they love the product. So as long as they're here and they're ordering, they're welcome anytime. So I realized that, okay? And so out of the 37 people I enrolled, 4 of those people treated it like a business. And from those 4 people just taking it seriously, eventually starting to show the plan on their own, do their own meetings, manage their own team and do their own trainings, our team grew to 4,000 from those 4 people. The most of them were just product users, okay, which was amazing because that's passive income. Smart delivery every month of the product they love to use the most, okay, right? And a small group, like 10% or less, were business builders, 1 out of 10, okay? So I'm just telling you that from those 4 people, we grew a team of 4,000. I became the youngest millionaire in my company. And I still, when I became that millionaire, and I didn't know what the heck I did. I was still brand new learning myself. You know, I wanted to know how to maintain that volume, how to maintain that rank, right? Because I realized after 1 year, there's still going to be some fallout, okay? There are people that compare themselves to you and they want to be just as successful as you, but they don't have the same work ethic. They're starting to develop that right now. But I learned, okay? And I kept going and I kept building. Every single year since I started my business, I've enrolled 40 people. Okay, every year, 40 people, okay? And sometimes 35, sometimes 45, but an average of 40 people because that's the model that proved to work. Every 90 days, I sponsor 10 people. Okay, I keep it simple in my mind. In the next 90 days, Calvin, you're going to sponsor 10 people. That's great. I have 90 days to sponsor 10. What about the other 80 days? I can do whatever I want. Okay, so I realized that, right? So 10 people every 90 days, and out of the 10, you're going to find 1. And then 90 days again, you sponsor 10, you're going to find 1. Every year, I'm going to find 4 people that treat it like a business. And what I also learned from the 4 is one of them is a rock star. Okay. One of them like works just as hard as you do. One of them wants to pass you up. You know, one of them doesn't even need your help. They're creating their own groups, their own trainings, and good for them. All right. That's what I learned. Every year in my business, I'm just looking for one superstar, you know, and I'm not recruiting network marketers. I'm not sharing my checks and recruiting $1 million earners. I'm enrolling normal people every month, just normal people. Okay. Because those are the most successful people in my organization, in my business. Normal. I was a normal guy. Okay. My neighbor enrolled. So I'm just saying I wasn't a network marketing superstar. You know, I've never went out and just recruited a network marketer and took them from their company. I never went into another group and said, hey, you know, Janess is better than your company. I want to share it with you. You know, nothing. I've never paid someone to join my team. I'm enrolling people, normal people. Now, of course, the more successful you get, the more people know your name and they're going to come find you now. I want to join your team, you know, but those are normal people too, just to give you a heads up. And still 1 out of 10 takes it seriously. Half of them quit. So I want you guys to know that. Okay. But at first, no one knew my name. I had to put in the work and grow my business and grow my name and grow my rank for people to know my name. Okay. So we all got to go through the same things. That's what I want to let you guys know. But every year I've learned something new, you know, in this business. You know, I've had top leaders leave and go to another company and then go to another company and then go to another company and then go to another company. Okay. I've had uplines leave and go to another company. And it scared me. I'm like, they're leaving. Should I leave too? And I just stayed, you know. I've had, products discontinued. I've had countries I've built in close, like those types of things. I've experienced everything. Okay. I'm just telling you, I've built my business the wrong way because, I was doing everything for everybody on my entire team. I never empowered anybody to step into leadership. I never let anyone do their own meetings. I was the trainer. I was the one who showed the plans, and I realized I handicapped people. So I had to rebuild it the right way again. Like, I'm just telling you, anything you've ever experienced, so have I. Okay. And it's all part of climbing the mountain of success. I always tell people that success is a mountain. It's not a road. It's not a molehill. It's a mountain. That's success. Okay. Success has to be a mountain, right? Because if it wasn't, then everybody would be successful. Okay. So I'm just telling you, success is a mountain. And if you were to imagine any mountain, Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, imagine a big mountain near where you guys live. I mean, the Swiss Alps. I mean, come on, you know, there's probably many of them. Okay. But imagine a mountain. Okay. You know, we celebrate people who climb to the top of mountains. Those people are famous. They're like heroes. Like, how did they do that? Okay. Right. The reason we celebrate them is because they got to the top of the mountain. Like, they overcame all those challenges and adversities and obstacles, and they got to the top. Like, if it were easy, no one would celebrate. We wouldn't care about mountain climbers. Like, there are guys that want to climb the biggest mountains because they love the thrill of success. They love overcoming all those challenges and adversities. They love being celebrated. They love being recognized. Okay. Same in our business. If you want to be successful, you have to be willing to climb the mountain, but you have to expect challenges and obstacles. Do you think any mountain climber that climbs any big mountain expects it to be easy? If they expected it to be easy, they would never prepare for it. They'd never run miles and miles on the treadmill with depleted oxygen levels and practice and prepare before they climb. They wouldn't have a 150-pound sack on their back to climb the mountain with all the tools they're going to need to fight all the challenges they're going to face. Okay? I'm just telling you, success is a mountain. As long as you expect challenges and adversity and obstacles, it's going to be okay for you. You're going to be able to get to become a diamond one day. You're going to be able to withstand all the pressure, you're going to be like, I expected it. Finally, here's a challenge. I expect it. There's a challenge. Like, every mountain climber starts at the bottom of the mountain. It's easy. Oh, great. Look there's the top right there. I can see it. Let's start climbing. But as soon as they start climbing, there are many that turn around very quickly. There are many that aren't prepared. And for the ones who are prepared, they know that as they start to climb the mountain, there will be crevasses they have to go over, throw their ladders across, tie themselves up. If they fall deep into their death, they'll never be found again. They understand it. That's one of the challenges to getting to the top, and they love it. Okay. They climb over the crevasse. As they start climbing up the mountain, the terrain starts to change. It starts to get more rugged. It starts to become a more difficult climb. They were expecting that. They're waiting for that. Okay. As they start to climb more, the weather changes at any moment. It was sunny 5 minutes ago. Now it's raining ice on top of me. They expected that. As they start to get closer towards the peak after the end of 24 hours, the oxygen level, the air starts to get thinner. Their oxygen levels start to deplete. So what do? They get their oxygen tank, and now they're moving slower, but they're breathing at a certain pace. Their heart rate, they're measuring their heart rate. They expected that, okay? And as soon as they finally get to the top of the mountain, they're above the clouds. The weather will not change. It's a clear, beautiful, sunny day, and they're at the top. They plant their flagpole, and they've succeeded now, okay? And guess what? The top of the mountain isn't what they're so excited about. It's all of the challenges they were able to overcome to get to the top. That's why they're so excited. Like, I did it. I didn't do this. I did all of that, and that's what they celebrate. And that's what that's what's inspiring to people. And what's inspiring is not the fact that I'm a double diamond. What's inspiring is everything I was willing to go through to get here. Everything you've watched me do over the years. Every challenge and obstacle I've ever overcome, every problem I've had to face, but look, he's here and his life is even better now. Like, of course, it's all part of it. That's what makes it so thrilling. That's what makes it so exciting. That's what makes me so influential to people, not just in Jeunesse, but in all of network marketing, okay? That I've climbed the mountain. I've climbed the mountain time and time and time again. And guess what else is influential? That I brought many of my teammates with me, and they've also climbed to the top of the mountain. That's the most inspirational. That he didn't just do it, but tons of people on his team have done it, and they're still doing it. That's the best part. But success is a mountain. Okay, this business is a mountain on the way to ruby, emerald, and diamond. It's a mountain. You're climbing just another mountain. So you have to go through all the challenges and obstacles. You have to overcome them. You have to prepare yourself. You have to get better. You have to go sacrifice. You're going to have sleepless nights, days you forget to eat, birthdays where you're showing the plan on your birthday. Okay, I'm just telling you that, okay? I'm just saying, but it's all worth it, you guys. Like, it's the craziest thing ever. Like, here I am, 2007, what is it, like 13 years, 14 years since I started this business? It's gone by like that. But I have a business in more than 130 countries with over 2 million people. Like, how the heck do I have that type of business? It's crazy. Okay. It just builds and builds. Every month, like 25, 30,000 new people join my team. I'm like, who are these people? Right. But it's all because of that first step up the mountain 13 years ago. And I just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And all of a sudden, it just takes on a life of its own. Now it's like a snowball going down the mountain, picking up speed and picking up more snow and more momentum, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now I have no control over it. It's so crazy. It's the most incredible business in the world. And it pays me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay. Now, everybody's results are different, but how much work are you willing to put in? Are you willing to start your climb? Are you willing to climb the mountain? I always tell people there are 2 days in a network marketer's career. Okay. There are 2 days. There's the join date and there's the start date. Everybody joins, but not everybody starts. Okay. Everybody got their license to climb the mountain, but not everybody has started the climb yet. That's the one I want to let you know, right? At the very bottom of the mountain, you apply for your license, you pay for it, you buy the little package, you got you joined, but you haven't started yet. So you have to tell yourself, I've joined, but have I started? You have to answer that question. If you haven't started, you could start now. And I always, the start date is different than the join day. Okay, the join day is easy. You saw a presentation, you joined with a friend, you got your product, you're using it. But the start date is a decision. Your start date is a decision. Okay, it's the day you decide on who you will become as a result of joining this business. Who you will become as a result of taking action in Jeunesse. Like, you have to actually put in writing, like, I'm deciding that my life will look like this. My income will be this. The rank I will achieve is this, right? The life of my family will be this. This is the house I'm going to live in one day. This is the life that I want for my family, for my wife, for my kids, for my husband, for my children, for myself. Okay. It's like, this is who I'm going to become. I'm going to become an incredible speaker. I'm going to be speaking on stages one day. I'm going to be training my team. I'm going to show the plan. I'm going to get so good at it. I'm going to understand the product. Okay. I'm just going to develop my skill sets. Right. And that's really, really important. That's the day you start. The day you make a decision, okay, on what your life will look like and how it will become as a result of this business. All right. And then your decision on that date has to be followed by what I call a commitment to your decision. I'm going to commit to doing this business for the long term, not the short term. There's no overnight success. Okay. Ever. It's over many, many nights. Okay. That's how you have success. But committing to do this thing for the long term, whether things are hard or whether things are easy, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it. Okay. When you make a commitment, it carries it from this moment into the future Whether things are hard or difficult, you're doing it no matter what. That's what a commitment does for you. Like, I expect challenges. I expect it to get more difficult towards the top of the mountain. Okay. That's a commitment. And then the commitment is followed by resolve. Okay. Resolve means it's already done. It's already happened. I already see it happening. It's done inside here, which means it's done out there. All I need to do is take action. I already see it. I already see my future. I already wrote down the results. I already told myself the story about how it will end. So now I believe it because I've told myself time and time again. Now I'm going to take action until I get there. That's called resolve. Okay. That's your start date. The day you decide, commit, and have resolve, you see it before it's even happened. That's the day you get started. That's what you need. That's the motivation you need internally to take action, to put the blinders on, to turn off the noise, never to pay attention to anything negative or listen to anybody negative. Like, I'm doing this thing with or without anybody. I'm doing this thing. All right. There's a join date and there's a start date. The start date is the most important date of your career. That's what makes everything else happen. Okay. When you have resolve and you see it before it's happened and now you take action, massive action is how you're going to achieve everything. Massive action is the cure all to everything in this business. All right. And people want to know, what's massive action? That sounds kind of scary. Massive action inside of network marketing is not scary at all. Massive action is just doing the things that are required to be successful. Massive action is putting the standards in place to have a successful business, putting the standards in place that are duplicatable for your team. People always ask me, Calvin, what's the secret? And I always say, I used to tell people, hard work makes it easy. Like Kevin said, hard work, right? That used to be the thing I used to tell everybody, okay? But that just sounds cliche. People, hard work makes it easy. That's what all the successful people say. Oh, he has something that, that sounds good, okay? Okay, forget hard work makes it easy. The secret is treat your business just like you would your job, and you'll have success. Okay? Treat your business just like you would your job, and you'll earn income. Okay? There's no way you can go to work every single day, put in the hours, put in the work, get things done, and not get paid. Okay? I'm just telling you that, okay? If you go to work and do nothing, I'm sure you'll get fired. If you don't show up, you'll get fired. All right? But in business, most people, they treat their business worse than they would a job. They have no pride or sacrifice in their business. They treat it like a hobby. They do the business when they feel like it. They do the business on the weekends. They did their business every day this week, but for 30 minutes here and an hour there and 30 minutes on Wednesday and an hour and a half on Friday, that doesn't count. You can't do that at a job. Why do you think you can do that in your business? All right. When you treat your business like a hobby, it will cost you money. Hobbies cost us money. Okay. There's no hobby that makes us money. Hobbies cost us money. Jobs make us money. Okay. Treat your business like your job. Hobbies are things we do with our friends for fun. Hobbies are things we do when people ask us about them. Hey, let's go do the hobby. Okay, great. Let's do it. Okay. Some people in this business, they only build their business when someone asks them about Janess. They only do their business when it's convenient for them. I'm not going to put any sacrifice in this. I'm not going to take away time from my family or my birthday or whatever it is. Like, dude, you would have to at your job. Okay. But at your job, the penalty for not showing up, the penalty for not working, the penalty for not getting results or taking action is you'll be fired. That's the truth. Okay. But the thing is, in a business, there is no accountability. You have no boss in your business. There are no rules. That's what makes it so easy to fail at. That's what makes a business so easy to not make any money at, to not advance in your rank or your level. Okay. If you have the mindset of, I'm going to treat my business like my job, I promise you will get results. I promise you will get results. Okay. Like, just show up every day for your business. All right. Put in the hours, talk to the people, make the sales. You would have to do it at any other job. Okay. I've worked sales jobs before. Calvin, you have to sell this much every day or this much every week. Okay, great. I do it. Show up from this time, this time, plenty of time for me to make the sales. I do it and I keep my job and I make a lot of money and I hit my bonuses. Okay. So, but in a business like direct sales, nobody's giving you a plan. You don't have a plan yourself. Nobody's telling you the hours and days you need to be there. You just do it when you feel like it. So you have no success. For me, I'm different. I don't need a boss. I want to be successful. I want to make over $1 million a year. So what are they doing? They're enrolling people. They're selling packages. They're doing volume. All I need to do is that if I know the time I'm going to commit to my business, I can just do the numbers and I have certain targets I need to hit every week and every month. and I'm successful. That's all. That's like common sense. But the funny thing about common sense is it's not too common. Okay. You have to have it. I'm just telling you that right now. So what I want to, when people ask me what's the secret, I always tell them the secret is to have standards. Treat your business like you would your job. There are 3 standards you must meet in this business if you want to be successful. 3 standards. Standard number 1, time commitment. Okay. You have to commit yourself to your business. It's your business. There's no business owner outside that owns any traditional business, any brick and mortar shop that shows up for their business 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, or 2 days a week, or 3 days a week, or 10 days a month. They're there every day, 5 days a week, no matter what. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's the truth. Go outside, go shopping, go to the local plaza where you live. All the businesses are open Monday through Friday from this time to this time. They don't get to decide that. That's how you become successful. That's a standard in any business. You have to have the same standards. Okay, you have to have, so time commitment, 5 days a week. You get to pick whatever 5 days you want. This is your business if you want to be successful, okay? You also get to decide with standard number 1, whether you want to do this business full-time or part-time. That's up to you. It's not up to me. You get to decide that. That's the coolest part about this, okay? But don't ever compare yourself to the people doing this thing full-time if you're only doing it part-time. 2 different results, okay? You get out what you put in. Now, if you do this business part-time, you could still have the same amount of success as the full-time person, but your success will just come later when you reach the time frame that they've put in. I'm just telling you, everyone can have success, but you have to follow the rules, follow the standards. I'm putting my time in, okay? Right? So the guy that puts in 4 hours is not going to get paid as much as the girl who puts in 8. Okay, just think that way. But again, standard number 1, time commitment, 5 days a week. If you applied for the part-time job, 3 to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. If you applied for the full-time job, 6 to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Add up all those hours. And hey, you don't have to work at 5 days. If you could squeeze in your hours into 3 days, great, do it. But just get the work done. Show up, put in the hours so you don't get fired. Just think that way. You have to have that business mindset of treating my business like a job, okay? Standard number 1, time commitment. Think about it. That's 20 days a month. 10 days a month, you don't have to do anything. Show up for your business 20 days a month, or at least do all the hours that you've committed to, okay? I'm just telling you that when you actually commit yourself to the hours and the time for your business, you're going to see how much you can get done. You're going to find yourself already having accomplished your goals, and you're like, I still have like 10 hours left in the month. What can I do? Read a book, watch some videos, put a training together, go show the plan a few more times, like go past your goals. I'm just saying, it's when you don't have a plan and you don't have goals, you fail every month. You'll hit 0, okay? You'll never grow. Like you should be able to look at your business month after month and measure it. You know, how many times did I show the plan? How many hours did I put in? How much volume did I do? How many enrollments did I have personally and on my team? Compare it to this month, last year, this month. Okay? Last year compared to this month, this year. What does it look like? What can I expect? Every month is different. And I'm going to compare this month to last month. Did I do better than last month? To think of those things, measure it, treat it like a business. Number 1, time commitment. Number 2, set a monthly sales target. Standard number 2, set a monthly sales target. How could we not set a sales target? Like, do we just want to just pray for that we make money this month? Are we going to wish that we make money this month? Like, are we going to do nothing and just keep refreshing our back office and our tree to see if the volume went up every minute? Like, it doesn't work that way. Whatever you do, your team will do. If you want them to enroll more, you need to enroll more. If you want them to do more volume, you need to do more volume. They follow the leader, okay? People do what you do, not what you say. Remember that, okay? So that's why I'm always leading by example. I'm always enrolling people. I'm always winning the trips. I'm always paid at my rank, okay? So I'm just telling you guys those things. But number 2, set a monthly sales target, okay? And it could be based on volume, because that's the language we understand in our business is volume. How many points did our team do this month? How much volume do we need to get? How much volume do we need to hit? Volume. What's your monthly volume target, okay? And I'm talking about for you personally, not your team, okay? Your team volume will increase as your team grows. And if you understand how to set a personal monthly volume target and you can hit it and you could teach your team to do the same, as your team grows, everybody's setting these volume targets, your volume will continue to grow and grow. Okay. And in this business, I want you to know it's easier than any other job you can have in sales. And any sales job, trust me, if anybody can agree with me, if you had a sales job that you went to every day, okay, and you were selling a product for that company, okay, and you want to make good income, I promise you, you're going to have to sell thousands of dollars a month or hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That's the truth. We all would agree on that, I think, okay? In this business, your monthly sales target should be anywhere from 1,000 points to 3,000 points. I know it sounds like nothing, okay? But let me show you how powerful this is. We need to create something that's duplicatable, that people can see, I can do this. Whether I do it part-time or full-time, whether I have another business or whether I have another job or whether I have 10 kids and a husband to take care of or a wife, like I can do this. 1,000 to 3,000 points a month. Okay. My monthly target, Kevin and Cost, is always 3,000 points personal. Okay. I'm just telling you that. But 1,000. Now let me show you how this works. Okay. At the beginning of the month, you go on your whiteboard and you write out your target. You write the points on the board, 3,000. Okay. And with every activity you do, you subtract that number until you get to zero. You have a month. And the closer it gets to the end of the month, the harder you start working because that number is staring you in the face every day. Okay. You can reduce that number with 3 different activities. Okay. There's 3 different ways you can hit your target. Number 1 is from personal orders. Okay. That's the first way you can reduce that volume. Okay. So how much am I going to order this month? How much product do I need this month? Are there any events happening this month? I can get a product package and extra benefits because product builds our business. I need to be using the product every month. Okay. The first way you can hit your target is from your personal order. Okay. We all know that all of us have to order 60 points no matter what. So that's already going to happen. Okay. But some of us, product builds our business. We're buying product. We're selling product. For some of us, we're getting event packages every time there's an event. So that's a big bonus for us during that month. We have the target. Personal orders is the first way. The second way that you can reduce that target is customer orders. Okay. Customers that are shopping from your website. Okay. And they're ordering product. Maybe you're marketing your products and you're getting customers to order them and use them and try them out before they join you. Okay. Customer orders, website orders. Okay. And the third way that you can accumulate volume to hit your personal target is new enrollments. Okay. And that's where big, huge chunks can get reduced from that number every month. All right. New enrollments. All right. Literally, if my personal target this month was 1,000 points, okay, great. Let's just say I sold 200 points in reserve, 4 boxes of reserve, 240 points. Okay. And then the second week in the month, I enrolled my friend Kevin on a ambassador package. There's 500 points right there. And then I enrolled my friend Elena on a Supreme package. There's 300 points. I just did 1,040 points this month. I just hit my target, right? So just think that way. If there is no target, you're not focused on action or activity or ways to take away your target. Imagine teaching the entire team just to set a monthly sales target. That makes people take action every which way, getting customers, ordering themselves personally, showing the plan, okay? To get that number to zero, to be able to say, I hit my target, I'm done for the month, okay? The more people doing that, the bigger the volume gets on the entire team. So many people are thinking of the overall number they need to hit their rank instead of their own individual number. And they end up paralyzing themselves from doing anything and they do nothing every month. And their business never changes. All right. So standard number 2, set a monthly sales target anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 points. I'm telling you, it will change your life. Okay. In this business, most people who join, they don't know what to do. You can't just sign someone up and be like, hey, you're part of Jeunesse now. Now go become a diamond. Most people have an employee mentality. They've never owned their own business. They've always worked for somebody. They have a boss, a supervisor telling them, these are the tasks you need to hit. This is your target. Do it this month. Okay, great, boss. I'm doing it. I'll show up and I'll get it done. So why, when we enroll people in our business, do we not give them instructions? Hey, this is your sales target. This is how you can accomplish it. Okay, now get it done. And that's how you'll be successful. I know 1,000 points will not make you a lot of money, but trust me, as your team grows, 1,000 times 3 people, 1,000 times 5 people, 1,000 times 10, times 50, times 100, 1,000 times 500, you're an emerald. Oh my gosh, 1,000 times 1,000, you're a diamond. You don't need 1 million people. Just grow your team and give them a sales target. Guess what? By the time you get to 500 people, I guarantee you 100 people have already increased their target to 2,000 or 3,000 now. And your business is growing faster than you think. All right. Have some standards. All right. So I'm just telling you that. Standard number 3, the final standard is team growth. Have a team growth target every single month, okay? How many people do I personally want to bring into my business, okay? And because you have a volume target every month, it's going to cause you to want to enroll people because that's how you get the biggest numbers to chip away from that volume, right? You already know that. So team growth, okay? If you're committed to your business, standard number one, commitment, time commitment. If you're building this business 5 days a week, 3 to 6 to 8 hours a day, whatever it is, it could be 3 hours a day, okay? There is no reason why in all that time, you cannot enroll one new person every 10 days. One new person every 2 weeks. The only reason that would sound difficult is if you're only working your business 1 day a week. Of course, it would sound difficult. If you're working your business 5 days a month, of course, it sounds difficult. Okay. But if you treat your business like a job, you're going to always be bringing in new people and you're getting better at the skills because you're practicing more. It becomes natural for you. And also, the more you work at this business, the more people on the outside who are watching you are going to take you seriously. Wow, she really does care about her profession. Wow, she's really putting in the work. Wow, she's really serious about this. If I'm going to do this business, I would want to follow her. Okay. When you work it when you want, when you feel like it, no one takes you seriously. No one would ever want to join you in this business. Why would they? Like, you're not a good example for them. They don't even think you're treating it like a hobby. How would they ever see this as a business? They only see it how you see it and how you show it. Okay. It's all perception. That's how the world works. Okay. But again, team growth, one person every 10 days. That should be 2 people a month minimum. Okay. For me, that's my goal. Okay. No more than 4 people a month because you need time to put into these people. Okay. But I'm just telling you, at least 2 people a month. Imagine your team of 5, all focused on the 1,000-point target and enrolling 2 people a month. Okay. Now, right now your team of 5, grows to a team of 15, and your team of 15 grows to a team of 45, and then 45 grows to over 100. Like, it grows that big because it's just 2 little simple tasks that I have in my business every month. My 1,000 points and 2 people, 1,000 points and 2 people. It's easier than we make it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to look at this guy, Calvin, who's speaking to you from the US, who's this millionaire double diamond. Like, I'm not anything special. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just showing the plan and hitting my targets every month. That's my goal. Okay. And I'm telling you, I hit my targets way before the end of the month. So I have so much time to spend with my family. I have so much time to do other things. I invest in other businesses too that I spend doing every single day. Okay. I'm just telling you that, like, I'm not working this thing all day, all night, and it's just stressing me out and crazy. No, like, if I didn't have a target and I didn't have a plan, of course I would be working all day and all night, aimlessly doing nothing. Okay. That's what most people do. No, I'm working to just hit my targets and then I'm done. I'm done. And then I could jump on Kevin and Costa's call. I could jump on, the Egyptians call. I could jump on my New York team's calls. Like, I have so much time to do that after I'm done with my targets. Okay. And I'm calling everyone else, making sure they're on target. They're hitting their stuff and they're at least setting a plan, and they're teaching their new people. But just think that way. If you set a goal of 1,000 points a month, that's 250 points a week. I'm just telling you, come on, you guys. Like, you don't even need to work 5 days a week to do 250 points. You can work 2 hours today and get that done. If you just had a target in front of you, like if you today said, I have to do 250 points this week, you're going to be like, I'm going to do that shit today. That's easy. And then you're wondering what to do the next 4 days. It's easier than you think. I'm telling you that. Like, you could do nothing this whole week. Okay. With every day you're putting it in. And then next week on one of the days you sign up someone on an ambassador, half your target's done for the month. And then do nothing for the next week, but read books, jump on trainings, practice showing the presentation, making a few videos. And then on the last Friday of the month, you sign up another person on an ambassador. Your team growth goal is met and your 1,000 point goal is met. It's easier than you think. Okay. How do you become successful, extremely successful in this business? As your team grows, as it gets bigger, everybody doing that little 1,000 to 3,000 points just gets multiplied. And that's how you all of a sudden hit these ranks like crazy. That's how it happens. Okay. So I want to let you guys know that that's how simple it is. Okay. And it's crazy. And also imagine all the people who join you on smart delivery. That's volume I'm not even talking to you guys about right now. That's extra. Okay. That's like passive income, just guaranteed income in your pocket. But those are the 3 standards, you guys. All right. And the glue that keeps all of this together, the glue that keeps all of us together, that keeps everything together and everybody focused, the final thing is events. Okay. Events are the glue that keep everybody plugged in, everybody's batteries recharged and everybody excited, everybody leveling up their goals. Now I've been doing 1,000 points for too long. I'm jumping to 2,000 now. That event just fired me up. Those people's stories just inspired me. If she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Events are where people, okay, really start challenging themselves more, really up their level, up the ante. They, they increase their action. They increase their work ethic. Events are where people hear the stories of the people's success, just like the one you're hearing from me today, okay? Events are where a lot of the decisions are made as well. People decide, commit, and then have resolve at events. If you want people to make decisions, get them to event. Trust me, it'll happen. If you want people just to get out of the join mode and get into the start mode, that day they get started, they need to make a decision. Events are where that happens. That's where I made the decision. That's where my start date started. The day I went to a big event, okay? And I heard someone share their vision and I was like, that's me. I'm going to be there right there with him. And I decided to start my business that day, not just join it. Okay. Events are where the things happen. Events are where you learn everything. Events are where you get strategy. Events are where you see how the business is evolving and changing. What you did 3 years ago is different than what we do today. I don't tell you how I built my business 14 years ago because that doesn't work today. Today, the business is a lot easier. We have technology to our advantage. Okay. The ways to market are different. Sponsored ads, all these things like meeting people online, Facebook groups I can join. Okay. Letting links do the talking, sharing a YouTube video, using my J mobile app to send and measure things like running reports, all those things. It's different. But anyways, I'm just telling you that events it's the final skill set you need to learn in GoPro, right? Promoting events. Okay. All you have to do is be the best promoter you can. The more people you have at events, the more income you're going to make in the future. The more people are committed, the more people are hitting their targets every single month. All right. That's what you want. As soon as you have 100 people at an event, then 500 and then 1,000. When you get your first 10 to an event, it'll grow from there. Your income will be like guaranteed. It'll stick. Okay. My very first event started with one person I brought with me. Okay. Right. I thought that everybody's going to be at the event, but really only the person that I picked up came. The person that I promoted it to came. Okay. And he came. But at that event, he wasn't even the top performer on my team. He was the guy doing nothing. But that event, as we were sitting there watching the event go on, I looked over at him like the second day and he had this notebook of like 500 names he had written down. And then I knew his life would change from that day. He became the top guy in my business, my first year in network marketing. Okay. But I'm just saying it was because of an event that happened. And guess what happened? The next event, now me and him together promoted that next event and we had 50 people there. And then the third event, me and 50 people promoted the next event and we had like over 300 people there. Okay. And then 300 people promoted the next, it starts to grow. So don't worry about how many you're going to have at the first one. Just get whoever you can. Okay. Because that's going to be the team that promotes the next event. Okay. Who promotes the next event and the next team promotes the next event. I'm just telling you, like, events are where people get re-energized and reinvigorated. Like the people at events are the people who will be here again a year from now. Okay. The people that don't show up are the people you don't expect anything from. Don't get emotionally discouraged if they're gone a month from now or 2 months from now. If people don't get to events, they're not going to be here. Okay. And remember, you don't need everybody. Okay. You just need 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10. That's it. Okay. If you have a team of 20 people, as long as 2 people are there, those are the 2. If you have a team of 10, if 1 person's there, that's the person. Okay. Just promote as much as you can. Okay. And remind them, you're not promoting, you're not selling them anything. Remind them, hey, you decided to start this business on your own. You wanted this to be successful at this. If you don't go to events, how do you expect to be successful? Like, nobody ever starts a business and skips out on the training. Think about that. Who would ever buy a business and say, I don't need the training. I don't need the instruction manual. Okay. Why would you buy anything that you have to put together and throw away the instructions? Like, speak to them like real people. You need the instructions to put it together. You need the instructions to build the machine, right? So the training is where we get all of our instruction. It's where we get all of the tools necessary to have an incredible next 90 days or next 6 months or next year. We have to go from event to event to event. We're always building our business and setting our goals from event to event to event. That's how we're setting our goals up till the next event. And that's how we're putting our targets together each month, right? Because our long-term goal that we make at the event is the sum of all of those small goals we set from month to month. Think like that. It's all a process here. Okay. We're all entrepreneurs. We're all business owners. we need to go to the events because that's where we learn the newest and greatest stuff. That's how we hear the stories of the people who are becoming successful. Every month, I'm wondering how they're doing it, but I'm never going to know unless I get to the events where they're going to share how they did it. Okay. I don't need to wonder. I'm going to stay laser focused for the next 2 or 3 months until the next event. And then I'm going to learn how she did it or how he did it. And from that event, I'm going to put together a better plan, but events that will change your life. GoPro, come on. Those are the top network marketers in the world. It's not just people in Jeunesse telling you how they're becoming successful. They're the top networkers in the world of all companies worldwide. I want to know how they're all doing it. I want to learn something from each of those people. If I can learn something from this guy and on a whole completely different company that I can bring into Jeunesse and prove works here, I'm leveling up my business now. And other people on my team will learn from that. So you want to get on that event. You want to get as many people as you can there. It's all part of you getting to the top of the mountain. Okay. Every mountain has a stage, okay. Every mountain has a stage, and there's a mandatory training session in each stage you can't miss, or you won't get to the next stage. GoPro is one of those. It's one time a year. You want to be a part of that event. That's the biggest event of the entire year besides our own company events, where you're going to learn the industry standards, where you're going to learn where the top people in the industry are succeeding. And every year it's new people, okay? New women and new men sharing their secrets, their story. That's going to inspire us and cause us to take action in our business, you guys. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's training session. I hope I was able to bring you guys, enough to help you guys just learn, grow. They always say learn, develop, become, right? I want you guys to become successful in this business. I'm here to serve you guys every step of the way. I know we haven't talked in a long time, Kevin, Katya, you guys, but I'm always watching you guys. I see you guys all the time running and growing. I'm just telling you guys that even though we don't talk, I see it. Okay. And whenever you guys need me, I'm only one message away, one call away, one text away to help you guys. The reason why, I have the life I have today is not because of me. It's because of all of you. What you guys do every single day benefits me. And that's why I'm just paying it back and helping you guys with whatever you guys need. Okay. But we can all achieve the same exact thing. I too was that person at the beginning of network marketing who looked at all the successful people and was like, I want to be like him one day. I need her life one day. I'm going to, if he can do it, I can do it. And then I just went to work, and eventually their story became my story. And now I'm inspiring the next group of people who are like, I want to do what he did, or I want to do what she did. Okay. And then the next person will be you guys sharing your story to inspire the next person. And a part of your inspiration was maybe my story, just like I had somebody who I heard first that inspired you to get there. It's all it is we're just handing the baton of leadership to the next person, who's handing it to the next person, who's handing it to the next person. I'm just telling you guys that there's not like a bunch of crazy, there's no crazy secret that I could have shared with you guys today. I shared with you exactly what you needed to know. Okay. Just simplify this business in your minds, simplify it for people so it can duplicate. This is a business of duplication. Okay. It's not about what works. Don't show them some crazy way you show the plan, or some crazy way you do a training, or some crazy thing you do to have success. You don't need to show, yourself renting Lamborghinis and staying at the best hotels when you can't afford it. Okay. That's not duplicatable. Show them what works. Okay. I'm following the standards, and we're working together, and we're promoting events. That's how you become successful. It's not about what works. It's about what duplicates. Show them what duplicates. Okay. All that stuff might work to attract somebody, but if they can't do what you just did, it's not going to duplicate. It's not about what works. It's only about what duplicates, and you guys have success. So again, thank all of you guys for inviting me today. Can't wait to see you guys again, and promote GoPro like your life depends on it. Identify, the leaders will identify themselves. The ones who jump on that event are telling you, I want success. I'm the one you need to focus on. This event will tell you who you need to focus on from that point moving forward. I only work with the people who attend events. That's it. You can't work with the people who don't want to sacrifice and don't want to put in the time, don't want to invest a little bit into their business. They're not spending money, they're investing money. Okay. So I'm just telling you, treat it like a business and it will pay you like one. Never treat it like a hobby, because that will always cost you money. So, all right, Kev, appreciate you, bro. Now it's back to you.
Calvin, thank you very much for your time. Please, guys, show Calvin some love.
I see it all. Thank you for your comments and everything.
Crazy. I learned a lot. I have 5 pages of notes. 5 pages of notes. And I feel we are feeling blessed that you are here, that you are a real role model, always here for us, running the business, promoting the business, and we appreciate you. And a lot of greeting, a lot of how do you say it in English? Grüße. A lot of greetings to your family.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We miss
Same to
you guys, and we hope we see you soon. You and your family.
You will. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I'm going to
much.
get out now, okay?
Bye.
See you guys later. Bye.
Alright, guys. Es war ziemlich crazy. Wir haben gedacht, weil er hat mir geschrieben, Leute, 30 bis 40 Minuten Maximum, und er hat over-delivered like crazy. Jetzt, wer hat wirklich gar nichts verstanden? Also wer hat wirklich, ich kenne eine Person, ich weiß, der hat sicher nichts verstanden, aber einfach mal, schreibt es mal in den Chat, wenn jemand wirklich kein einziges Wort und keine Zusammenhänge verstanden hat. Vielleicht einmal kurz eine 2 in den Chat reinschreiben. Ich habe alles aufgenommen, und Leute, wir haben wirklich gedacht, es geht bis 20 vor, damit ich alles übersetzen kann. Ich habe wahrscheinlich mehr als 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nein, genau 5 Seiten, aber 5 A4 Seiten mit Notizen. Wir müssen das mit der Translation, okay, let me check. Viel Spaß beim Übersetzen, Kevin, das ist kein Problem. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 Personen. Okay, 4 mit der Person, wo ich sicher auch kenne, die nichts verstanden hat. 5 Personen? Okay, ich überstrapaziere. Wir müssen leider, weil wir haben ein Promotion-Team zusammengestellt heute, und wir haben seit 13 Minuten bereits einen nächsten Call. Aber ich werde für euch morgen Abend einen Repetition Call machen auf Deutsch mit allen Learnings, okay? Mit allen Learnings. Mit allen Learnings, oder wisst ihr was? Noch besser. Da müsst ihr nicht warten. Ich werde heute Abend nach dem Call eine Zoom-Konferenz aufnehmen mit mir selber, mit allen Learnings auf Deutsch, wo er gesagt hat, damit ihr euch das heute Abend noch reinziehen könnt. Ist das okay für euch? Wenn das okay ist für euch, einfach bitte mal eine 1 in den Chat reinschreiben. Dann werde ich heute Abend noch nach dem nächsten Call alles für euch aufnehmen, damit es auf Deutsch ist. Und dann werdet ihr euch das alles über einen YouTube-Link reinziehen können. So, ich muss euch leider verlassen. Wir müssen in den nächsten Call mit dem Promotion-Team. Auf das freue ich mich extrem. Vielen Dank für eure Aufmerksamkeit, und ich hoffe, ihr konntet einiges mitnehmen. Er hat so viel geredet über das Virtual Go Pro, über alle Events. Ich werde das alles covern im deutschen Call. Wir sehen uns im Promotion-Team Call. Eine wunderschöne gute Nacht und einen riesen Start morgen in die GoPro Recruiting Challenge für 7 ganze Tage. Ciao zusammen.